Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Just turned up to Peter Warren's place, Sarayama, and we're going to work on my juniper. Just having a little look around the garden at the trees first, and then we're going to crack on. There you go then. Nice little trip out yesterday up to see Peter. Finally catch up with him, it's been a while. I want to thank him for all his help with this tree that we did yesterday, and you know, it's going to be over the next few years I'm going to be backwards and forwards to him, and it's going to be interesting to see where the future of this tree lies. I'm pretty excited about it, and I'm kind of glad that he could see the vision that I kind of saw in this tree, even though it looked in the sort of state that it did. Yeah, hopefully I can push this in the right direction from where I am, to then get to the next stage when we go to visit. As some of you know, last Friday it was my birthday, and my wife took me out to Herons with the intention to buy a pot, and that was my intention. And when we were walking round, she spotted some Pseudocydonia sinensis, or Chinese quince, at a very reasonable price. Now, if I remember from when I visited to get my corkbark elm, I think they were there when I visited then, but because I was already buying my corkbark elm, I just didn't have the budget for it. Well, my lovely wife bought me one of those trees, and I'm over the moon with it. This is, you know, I've wanted one of these for a very, very long time. So what I've done, unfortunately I didn't get it on film because it didn't come out very well, but what I've done, it was quite bushy when I got it. So I've gone in and halved any of the bigger leaves on the outside to let light in. I've got rid of some of there was a few little bits that were sort of poking down or poking up. Got rid of that, just try to open it up a little bit, get some air and light in there. I'm going to leave this top part for now. There's a little quince forming there. I'm going to leave this top part for now because I want this to thicken up a little bit, so that when I cut back it'll look more sensible as the leader gets more taper, rather than at the minute it's a bit sort of, you can see where it's been cut and it doesn't quite look natural. I want it to look natural, so I just leave this to do its thing, keep this all under control. The main thing is that I've learnt with these is plenty of water, plenty of fertiliser as well, especially like this has just flowered, so I'm fertilising really heavy with this. I've got a liquid fertiliser I use once a week, and then in here there is Biogold and Naruko as well. So I just hit it with a lot of fertiliser just to give it some energy back, and because I've trimmed it back, hopefully now what it'll do, it should send me out another little flush of growth, and then we'll start to get a bit of ramification going. So like I said, over the moon with that one. And I've got another tree. So a good friend of mine, Mark, he texted me, said, I'm getting rid of some of my trees, are you interested in any? Now I think deep down he knew. When I first went to see his trees, this tree here I kind of fell in love with. I've always wanted a chunky hawthorn, and I think he knew that deep down. So when he pinged me over the pictures, I said, you know, what do you want for it? And we sort of backwards and forwards, and in the end what I did, I had a Tokonama drum pot, really nice one, very nice one, and I said to him, I'm going to take a punt, do you want to swap it? And yes, he swapped it, and I'm over the moon with this. I'm just in the process now of trying to find a pot for it for next spring, because as we all know, finding a pot is a bit of a headache, and it can be a minefield. I know the style of pot that I'm going to put it in. It's finding that style of pot in the colour I want. It's tricky. So what I want to do is I want to put it in an oval pot, but I need it to be quite deep, yeah, because this is quite powerful. So it's going to have to be, that's about 9 centimetres across. It's going to have to be at least a little bit near that deep. It's quite a weird dimension, to be honest with you, and roughly the same sort of size lengthwise as this pot is 24 centimetres. So I worked out 24 by 9 centimetres, and then whatever it is back to front. I'm sure I'll find one, it's just at the minute I'm finding it quite tricky. So yeah, now it's just a case of I'm keeping it fed, keeping it watered. I'm going to change these out today, I think, and get my baskets and some Biogold and Naruko on there. It's had its liquid fertiliser they all have this morning, and yeah, it's just wait for the next flush of growth. I've cut a few major branches off. There was one that came across here that just looked out of place, and it shouldn't be going across the trunk line like that. There's one up here that was just a little bit too long, so what I've done, I've cut that back, and hopefully this will then take off and give me something a little bit thinner, and I can start to create a bit of taper on that branch there. Not sure if I'm going to wire it over the winter or not. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. At the minute I've not had it that long, so at the minute I'm just, like I say, feeding it, give it a little bit of a haircut, and trying to find that pot. So yeah, if you could you please hit the like, and if you haven't already, please can you subscribe. Thanks to everyone that's subscribed already, absolutely great, thank you very much. And yeah, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Take care now.